Siti Nur Ramadan binti Muhammad Sahim from class D1IM2452A with metric number 2020456042.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurdana Fariha binti Ainuddin. I'm from class D1IM2452A.
Hello, hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Nur Rafika binti Muhammad Nasir. My metric number is 2020602396 and I am from class D1 IM2452A.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Adam Maklis bin Muhammad Hanif. My metric number is 2020476482 and I'm from IM245.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nazmi bin Mahrazi. I'm from D1 IM245A. My metric number 20206-09058.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Safda Islam bin Muhammad Yatin. Laboratory 2020456016.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Syamil bin Ismail. Number metric 2020852852.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Safda Islam bin Muhammad Yatin. Number metric 2020456016. Today I'm going to present about the three computer specification, which is monitor, motherboard and computer case. The first one is monitor. A monitor is a type of electrical visual computer display that consists of the screen, circuitry and the housing that house the equipment. Cathode ray tube or CRT were used in the older computer monitors, which made them huge, heavy and inefficient. Because they are lighter and more energy efficient, flat screen LCD monitors are now employed in devices such as laptops, PDAs, and desktop PCs. A monitor is also known as a screen or a visual display unit, VDU. On this diagram, you can see there are many types of monitors such as CRT, LCD, LED, OLED, and plasma monitor. The monitor that has been chosen for this group assignment is the OEM 90-inch LED monitor. The price of this monitor is 279 ringgit. Okay, next is the specification. For the brand, it use the OEM brand. For the model is RS019. For the size is 90-inch size. Okay, for the resolution it was the 1440 by 900 resolution. For the response time, it can go 5 ms to 10 milliseconds. For mounting type is the desk mount. Okay, for the refresh rate is 60 GHz. For the brightness it can hold 200 CD. Okay, for the features it has bezel mount, no splash and anti-blue. For the interface it has HDMI, VGA and DC. Okay, next we move on to motherboard. The motherboard, often known as the main board or logic board, is the main circuit board of your computer. The motherboard is the largest piece of silicon visible when you open your computer. The CPU, ROM, memory, RAM expansion slot, PCI slot, and USB ports are all attached to the motherboard. The motherboard also acts as controllers for the device such as the hard disk, DVD drive, keyboard, and mouse. Based on this diagram, we can see there are many types of motherboards such as standard ATX, M ATX, mini ATX, nano ATX, and pico ATX. Okay, for the motherboard, our group has chosen ASRock B450 Steel Legend. The price of this motherboard is the 395 ringgit. Okay, next is the specification of this motherboard. The motherboard form factor is the ATX, which is the 244 by 305 mm, and the processor is support AMD AM4 socket Ryzen 2000, 3000 and 5000 series desktop processors. Okay, for the chipset, it has the AMD Promontory B415. Okay, for memory, this motherboard use dual channel DDR4 memory technology. This motherboard also had 4 DDR4 DIMM slots. This motherboard also can hold up to maximum capacity of system memory up to 128 GB. Okay, for the slot, this motherboard had 2 PCIe 3.0 by 16 slots and 4 PCIe 2.0 by 1 slots. Okay, for the graphics, this motherboard support HDMI 1.4. It also support DisplayPort 1.2, and this motherboard also support 4K Ultra HD UHD playback. Okay, for the audio, this motherboard had 7.1 channel HD audio, and this motherboard also support surge protection. For the storage, this motherboard had 6 SATA 3 6.0 GB. This motherboard also have one Ultra M.2 socket, and this motherboard also had one M.2 socket. Okay, for the LAN, this motherboard had PCIe by 1 GB LAN. It also had the Realtek RTL811 hash. Okay, for the operating system, this motherboard support Microsoft Windows 10 64-byte. Okay, the third computer specification is the computer case. The computer case primary function is to physically mount and hold all the computer internal components such as the motherboard, hard drive, optical drive, floppy disk drive, and so on. They are usually sold with the power supply. The computer case itself can be made out of any material as long as the internal electronics are supported. It's commonly made of steel, plastic, or aluminium, although it could also be made of wood, glass, or styrofoam. Okay, based on this diagram, we can see there are many types of computer case such as super or ultra tower, full tower, middle tower, mini tower, small form factor, and HTPC. Okay, for this group assignment project, we choose the MSI MPG Garnier 110R computer case. The price of this computer case is the 389 ringgit. Okay, next is the specification. This computer case can install up to 6 system fans, providing ventilation and stable performance to the whole system. This computer case also built in with ARGB fans with striking lighting and vivid lighting effects. This computer case also bundled with 1 to 6 ARGB LED control board that can allow you to have more attractive way to describe your gaming rig by the LED strip. Okay, the next one, this computer case had premium grade 4mm thick tempered glass that guarantee windows, durability, and viewing capability. Okay, next, this computer case has the magnetic field on top of the computer case to easily user to installing and cleaning the dust. Okay, finally, this computer case form factor is the middle tower. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, now we move to hardware. For the processor, we choose Ryzen 5 3600 3.6 GHz 60/20 22MB. This processor is suitable for what Nawal needed. Ryzen 5 3600 have 6 of CPU core that can support Nawal computer for editing and hard gaming. With this processor, it's ideal for multitasking, so Nawal can do assignment and do other things like watching YouTube, listening to music, and others. The advantages of this processor is it consumes low power, and this processor can work with maximum temperature of 95 Celsius. So with this processor, it's more durable for Nawal to enjoy editing and hard gaming with this processor. Okay, next is system memory, which is RAM. For the system memory, we choose Kingston Fury X RGB 8GB. 2666 MHz D4. We choose this RAM because it's suitable for our processor, which is AMD Ryzen 5 3600. Kingston Fury X RGB deliver a boost of performance and style with speed of up to 2666 MHz. The styling is aggressive, and the RGB lighting that run the length of the module for smooth and stunning effect. This RAM is patented by HyperX infrared sync technology, and it is plug and play functionality. Function at 2400 MHz and 2666 MHz. We choose this RAM because this RAM have reasonable price for student like Nawal, and the quality of the product. We know HyperX has produced a lot of quality product for their user. Kingston also is the famous brand and have a lot of positive feedback with the user. So we think this RAM is suitable for Nawal. Okay, next we move to GPU, which is graphic processing unit. For the GPU, we choose Zotac Gaming GTX 1650 OC 4GB GDDR6. This GPU can support 4K graphic with a reasonable price. This GPU have three main features, which is the first one is it's equipped with 90mm single cooling fan. Zotac has provided the largest fan that engineer can squeeze in this GPU. It's a powerful fan. Secondly, it have sunflower heat sink, which is specially designed by aluminium that has direct GPU contact and enable a natural even heat distribution from the center. Lastly, it have strip fan blades. The strip fan blades break the flow air into smaller channels, enabling more optimized flow and quieter rotation, while the deep angle blade increase downward pressure. This GPU also consume low power efficiency. It's powered only by PCIe bus, mean no additional power supply connection needed. It is simple and clean to install. This GPU also have positive review for run smoothly and quietly. Okay, now we move to ROM. For ROM, we choose Samsung 860 Evo 1TB. This SSD have speed of more consistent even with heavy workload and multitask. The Samsung Evo 860 perform at sequential writes up to 520 MB per second with intelligent turbo write technology, and sequence read up to 550 MB. We think this is the good choice for the ROM because the ROM help the computer run faster without lagging. Okay, lastly for the DVD drive, we choose Asus Super Multi Drive XX DVD Plus RW. This product has been produced by Asus. We all know Asus is a good company for making computer component. So with Nawal want to watch movie and gaming, we think the DVD drive from Asus is suitable for him.
Alright, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And now I will present about the input and output devices that is recommended for, especially for Naval. First is about keyboard for input devices. The recommended keyboard for Naval especially is Logitech G213 RGB gaming keyboard. Why? It is because it designed for creative and engineered for coders, 4 times faster than the standard keyboard, so it can type no problem. Next is suitable for advanced gaming grade performance, and it's also support operating system that is Windows 7 and up. Next is mouse. The mouse that is recommended is Razer Basilisk X Hyperspeed. Why? It is because it has a dual wireless gaming mouse that grants user the freedom and precision to perform. It's 25% faster than any other wireless technology available, so the user will not worry about it. It has high-speed transmission, lowest click latency, and its seamless frequency switching in the noiseless, data-saturated environment. So it will suitable for all users, especially who is interested in gaming. Next is about joystick. Joystick Thrustmaster Dual Analog 4 joystick. It is recommended because features 2 fully progressive mini sticks with rubber texture for unrivaled precision. So when we play games, it will give us comfortable. Next, 12 perfectly positioned digital action buttons. The mini sticks and cross-shaped D-pad on the controller are designed for impulsive access. It supports operating systems Windows. Right now we will talk about the output device. First is about the printer. The printer that is recommended is HP-Jack 3777. Why? It can be used to print, copy, and scan, so it's 3-in-1. It will give no problem to the user. Its print speed ISO is up to 8 ppm black and up to 5 color, so the precision of color printing will be smooth and beautiful. Next is built-in Wi-Fi and mobile printing. So this will give the user happy because it's easily to print using their mobile, using their data in mobile. Next is quality of build and design. It will not easily to broken because it seems compact. Next, their printing is sure give a color precision to the user, especially in this case is Naval. Next is about headphone, named Armageddon Atom 5. It is loaded with 5 color lighting pulsating effect, so it can give more gaming experience and more fun while playing games. Next is adjustable microphone that is great for team games. So when a gamer that has a small face, it can adjust, and big face it also can adjust it. Next, use stereo sound, which is give more advanced in gaming experience. Next, long 2.2 mm cable that suit for desktop usage, so the user can distance from their computer long distance. Now let's talk about the speaker that good for gamer is Marvel SG118 RGB. It has a high quality speakers deliver a clean and accurate sound. It's not just for gamer. The student also switch for this speaker because nowadays they have an online class, so their lecturer voice will hear nicely. Next, USB powered does not require an external power supply, so the user will not worry about it. An easy accessible volume knob and headset output connector, and it has a compact design and also a beautiful lighting.
Software is a set of instructions for a computer. The total set of program operation and routine related with the operation of a computer system is referred to as software. System software and application software are the two basic forms of software. System software, which is primarily controlled by an operating system, regulate the internal functioning of a computer as well as devices such as monitor, printer, and storage devices. Application software, on the other hand, instruct the computer to carry out user requests and can be defined as any program that processes data for a user. So, for system software, I recommend that Nawal get Windows 10 Pro, which is the most recent version of the operating system. The Pro edition of Windows 10 in addition to all of Home Edition features. In a Windows 10 Pro, they have a feature such as Start Menu, Cortana, Xbox App, Project Spartan Browser, Improved Multitasking, Universal App, Office App, Continuum, Control Panel, and Action Center. That features fulfill the needs of Nawal who want to use her computer for both studying and gaming. Then, for application software, Nawal need the computer to complete her assignment. So, she must have to use the authoring software, programming software, and utility software. So, for authoring software, I recommend her to use the Microsoft Office. Full Office desktop applications such as Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Outlook, Publisher, and Access for Windows PCs, as well as access to additional OneNote features. She can use all these applications to complete her assignment easily. Then, for programming software, I recommend for Nawal to install VBNet. VBNet stands for Visual Basic Net, and it is a Microsoft developed computer programming language. VBNet is based on the NET framework. It has complete access to NET libraries, so it is a powerful tool for quickly developing web, Windows, Office, and mobile apps using the NET framework. And lastly, for authoring software, I recommend Adobe Master Collection CC 2021 for Nawal. Adobe Master Collection Creative Cloud is one of the greatest programs for editing photos, producing incredible animation, interactive layout, making poster, logos, ebook cover, and generating video intros. Because of the processing speed, Nawal will have no problem dealing with enormous file size. It is far faster than earlier version.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. As for the next point, this is the total pricing for the PC proposal that we suggested for Nawal. For the device, it comes with three main components, which are monitor, motherboard, and computer case. The total is 1,063 Malaysian ringgit. Moreover, the hardware devices with a total of 2,598 Malaysian ringgit. And last but not least are the input and output devices. The amount is RM1,052 ringgit. Therefore, the overall prices according to the data are 4,713 Malaysian ringgit.
So for the conclusion, we have fulfilled all the needs that are required by Nawal. We believe that Nawal satisfied with our suggestion because we have suggested the latest computer for her along with the hardware such as our Windows 10 Pro and Adobe Master Collection CC 2021. As a student, the storage capability specification suggestion that the solid state drive is quite large enough to store her file. Next, the specification of the speakers suggest to a better sound system. Now she will highly satisfied to watch the movie whether it's on the CD or DVDs. Then, our recommendation confidently can give the best reasonable price. We think it's good for Nawal to invest for the long term use. As Nawal just entered the university, she should buy the most comfortable needs to avoid any problem in the future. Overall, all the specifications mentioned above can help Nawal to solve her problem before she buying her new computer. All the specifications such as hardware, software, output device, input device and more that has been suggested above is the latest and suitable for the student like Nawal.